Surely the question implies what are the basic intentions. If the intentions are for a long lasting time, then one is talking about generations, one is talking about decades, and one is also talking about perceptions of space and the house and the location and its ownership and what does it do and how does it affect life. What has happened is nowadays we just don't think about it. We don't think of generations, we don't think about time, we don't think about constantly changing perceptions about the same space, even if you are sitting there. The other reason is that we are not now talking about sensitivities. When you go to the house, you go to a room. But actually, that room means something is alive, something is conversing, something is relating, it is inspiring, it is connoting messages. If I sit on this floor, on this bench here, normally I would not sit because I would sit on a chair, so that's a different story. But when you sit on this, suddenly a lot of thoughts emanate, a lot of ideas come, the kind of thing that you see of a space. Because to me, everything is alive, everything has life, everything has a message, and everything has some relationship. When all these things are not there, and we think about it as inert, not innate, I think that the whole question is very different. And I think we are becoming, in short, less and less connected. Farther and farther we are moving away, and we are looking at everything outside our body as only object with a specific purpose, and after that purpose, the purpose disappears. And that's where the difficulty is. I think when I start drawing and creating a building, to me it is not the words, it has a lot more meaning. Building is not just a space, it's an entity. It's almost like talking about friends, relations, thoughts. So whenever I do, I have always connected them with many events over time and many situations over time. And as a result, what happens is they connect to you with different kinds of moods, situations, memories, and messages. So to me, it's like a living being. You meet a friend, you may be meeting a passenger and he goes away, but if you meet a friend and suddenly you remember him, because you are now connecting him to your messages, your understanding of time, space, contents, and the kind of things that they convey. So it has not the limitation of boundary. It's a question of how you look at surfaces, how you look at material, how you look at affects, how do you look at the place you live or you sit. I think all these things are connected to time, and I think that time is missing today. For me, every second or every time I see the same chair and same stool, I just don't focus it microscopically. I focus it along with its surroundings. And because the surroundings are changing, the scene is changed, act is changed, and there is another message in that drama. And I think that drama, that whole idea of discovery is important. I never sit in this position. Sometimes I sit in the position like this, and suddenly I sit like that, and my mind is very different. My vision is very different. And I think we should, consciousness, the awareness is missing. The object is not dead, neither your perception is dead. They both are alive, and if you remember that you were a child and you are still a child, you will always be curious. You will always be curious and you will always be wonder-struck. And I think that is the beauty of life. A constant evolution, constantly changing perceptions. As a result, what would happen? You will always be in a state of joy, a discovery, and another kind of dialogue, most unexpected.